is the best revenge.
I told my boys it ain't no limit.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Moore, the man in motion. Mayfield on play action. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try to evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. This defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It's in any game. Takeovers are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
What you get paid for?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting home, finishing that play off, it was Tyreek Smith. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Steps away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Walker on first down. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Straight ahead, Walker, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up the first here on third down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And Walker once more. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. A 2-yard gain.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked it down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Slot man moves right. Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. The slot man in motion right. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fourth down, Mayfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly. He's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try to block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just shy of the 40. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Moore, the man in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 2nd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A solid stiff arm. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mayfield on first down. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield. But he didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by beating the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
You got caught. 15 more.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Running left is Walker.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a run with Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This one from 35 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches have had a reliable running game. They breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They're going to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Throwing. Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball man.
221 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And going right back to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start.